Have you ever wondered about the hidden wisdom that can unlock the secrets of the universe and transform your life? There is a timeless philosophy passed down through the ages by secret societies and occult masters, one that can align you with the natural laws of the universe and help you achieve your highest potential. This wisdom is called Hermeticism, originating in ancient Egypt and immortalized in the writings of Hermes Trismegistus. Hermeticism offers a profound understanding of the fundamental laws that govern existence. These teachings have influenced religions and philosophies around the world, serving as a unifying force. Throughout history, devoted initiates have safeguarded this wisdom, passing it from mouth to ear. In this video, I will explain each of the 7 Hermetic principles in simple terms and show you how to apply them in your life. These principles describe the nature of reality and how your mind can influence it, acting as a master key to unlock the doors of the Temple of Mystery. By understanding and practicing these principles, you will be able to harness the power of your mind to shape your own reality and establish the hidden connections between yourself and the universe. Everything is mind. The universe is mental. The first Hermetic principle, known as mentalism, asserts that the foundation of everything in the universe lies in the realm of the mind. It states that the all, representing the entirety of existence, is synonymous with the concept of mind or consciousness. According to this principle, the universe and everything within it originate from the workings of the cosmic mind. What does this mean? It means that everything, tangible or intangible, is a product of a single universal mind or consciousness, also referred to as the all, the one, the source, or God. What we experience as physical reality is essentially a mental projection of this universal mind. Beyond the realm of physical matter and observable phenomena, there lies an immense cosmic consciousness or intelligence, which acts as the source of creation and the driving force behind all aspects of existence. The universe operates according to mental laws, where thoughts and consciousness significantly influence and shape reality. This principle suggests that reality is not external, but internal, within our minds. The mind plays a crucial role in the creation and functioning of the cosmos. It implies that our own mind is part of the all and possesses the same creative power. We can use our thoughts and beliefs to shape our reality. What we think and feel becomes our experience. This is why it is important to be aware of our mental state and consciously choose our focus. This principle can be applied to practices like visualization and affirmations. By visualizing and affirming what you want, you can start to create it in your mind, leading to its manifestation in your physical reality. As above, so below. As within, so without. The principle of correspondence, encapsulated in these phrases, highlights a profound connection between different levels of existence. It illustrates that there are inherent similarities and harmonious relationships between various planes of reality, including the mental, physical, and spiritual. It suggests that events and phenomena on one level are mirrored in another. In essence, the macrocosm, the larger, reflects the microcosm, the small and individual, and vice versa. The outer world mirrors the inner world, creating a dynamic interrelation. The patterns, laws, and phenomena that govern the higher or more expansive levels of existence also apply to the lower or more limited levels, and vice versa. By understanding these patterns and laws, we can understand ourselves and our place in the universe. Spiritual and philosophical systems often utilize as above, so below, to explore connections between the individual and the universe, inner and outer worlds. This concept can be applied to practices such as the law of attraction. By aligning your thoughts, feelings, and actions with what you want, you can begin to attract them into your life. This principle applies across all scales and domains of life. For example, your health reflects your thoughts and emotions about your body. Your relationships mirror your thoughts and emotions about yourself and others. Your career embodies your thoughts and emotions about your work and purpose. Nothing rests. Everything moves. Everything vibrates. The principle of vibration states that nothing in the universe is truly at rest. Everything is in constant motion, creating vibrations. This idea aligns with modern scientific understanding, where particles are always in motion at atomic and subatomic levels. Everything in the universe, from the tiniest particle to the largest celestial object, is in a constant state of motion and energy, and this energy vibrates at different rates or frequencies depending on its nature and state. What does this mean for you? It means that you are also a vibrating being with your own unique frequency. Your thoughts, emotions, beliefs, and actions all affect your vibration, and your vibration affects your reality. The principle of vibration teaches us that change is inevitable, and everything is in a state of flux. Nothing remains static, and this dynamic nature of existence influences every aspect of our lives. Accept impermanence, and recognize that everything is constantly moving and transforming, including emotions, thoughts, and consciousness itself. This principle can be applied to practices such as meditation and energy healing. By becoming aware of your own energy and raising your vibration, you can begin to attract higher vibrational experiences and people into your life. One way to elevate your vibration is to practice gratitude. This powerful emotion profoundly shifts your focus from what you may perceive as lacking to appreciating what you already have. It also opens your heart to embrace more blessings from the universe. When you vibrate at a high frequency, you align with joy, love, abundance, and peace. When you vibrate at a low frequency, you align with fear, anger, lack, and conflict. However, there is one more principle that delves even deeper. Some consider it the eighth lost principle, serving as a unifying force for all the others. If you would like me to explore this concept in the next video, let me know by leaving a comment with yes below. Everything is dual. Everything has poles. Everything has its pair of opposites. Like and unlike are the same. Opposites are identical in nature, but different in degree. Extremes meet. All truths are but half-truths. All paradoxes may be reconciled. The statement, "everything is dual," implies that every existing thing or concept has its complementary counterpart. This duality can manifest in various forms, such as light and darkness, hot and cold, good and evil, positive and negative, love and hate. These pairs of opposites are interrelated and interconnected, forming an inseparable whole. The next part of the statement, "like and unlike are the same," suggests that seemingly opposite things share common underlying principles or characteristics. For example, light and darkness are both aspects of the same phenomenon, electromagnetic radiation, but they differ in their intensity or lack thereof. The phrase "opposites are identical in nature, but different in degree" means that opposing elements are fundamentally the same in essence, but they vary in their intensity, quality, or degree of manifestation. Extremes can converge or transform into each other, and there is a continuum linking them, rather than an absolute separation. All truths are but half-truths means that any truth we perceive is only part of a greater whole. Our understanding of reality is limited and can never encompass the entire complexity of existence. Therefore, what we consider true may be incomplete or partial. Finally, the statement, "all paradoxes may be reconciled," tells us that apparent contradictions or paradoxes can be resolved when we understand the underlying unity of polarities. In this perspective, contradictions arise due to our limited perception, and by transcending dualistic thinking, we can harmonize seemingly conflicting ideas. What does this mean for you? It means you have the power to change your perception of any situation or circumstance by shifting your polarity. You can choose to see the positive or the negative side of anything. You can choose to love or hate anything. You can choose to be happy or sad in any moment. The value of this principle is that it allows you to find balance between the extremes and tap into the full spectrum of possibilities. This principle can be applied to practices such as finding balance and understanding that challenges and obstacles are a natural part of life. By accepting the duality of life, you can begin to find peace and harmony in all situations. Everything flows out and in. Everything has its tides. All things rise and fall. The pendulum swing manifests in everything. The measure of the swing to the right is the measure of the swing to the left. Rhythm compensates. Just like a flowing river, energy and life force are constantly moving and circulating within the cosmos. Nothing remains stagnant. Everything is in a perpetual state of change. Just as the ocean's tides rise and fall, various phenomena in the universe have their ebbs and flows, whether it's emotions, economies, seasons of the year, phases of the moon, or the rise and fall of civilizations. From birth to death, from growth to decay, all entities experience cycles of rise and decline. This principle states that no state is permanent, and the only constant is change itself. There is a natural ebb and flow, a pendulum swing to everything that exists. Nothing stays at rest or in one state forever. This pendulum effect is evident in various natural processes, such as the swinging of a pendulum clock, or the cyclic behavior of energy between two opposite poles, like night and day, hot and cold, joy and sorrow. We can see this principle at work in many aspects of life. For example, we experience cycles of moods, productivity, energy, and creativity. The principle explains that the measure of the swing to the right is equivalent to the measure of the swing to the left. This means that the amplitude of the oscillation in one direction is balanced by an equal amplitude in the opposite direction. For every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction, as described in Newton's third law of motion. The universe always seeks equilibrium and balance. When there is an imbalance or extreme in one aspect, the rhythm will naturally adjust to bring about compensation and restore harmony. This can be observed in nature's self-regulating systems, where fluctuations in one area trigger counterbalancing mechanisms to stabilize the overall system. Everything has its time of growth and decay, expansion and contraction, creation and destruction. How can we use this principle to improve our lives? This principle can be applied to practices such as setting goals and understanding that progress is not always linear. By accepting the natural rhythm of life, you can begin to move through challenges with grace and ease. It's okay to feel sad or unhappy. Instead of pressuring ourselves to feel positive, we can step back, observe what the situation has taught us, and prepare for the upswing. Conversely, when we are filled with positive energy and motivation, we can utilize this energy to direct it into something creative. Sometimes we feel happy, motivated, energetic, and inspired. Other times we feel sad, lazy, tired, and bored. And that's the natural rhythm of life. The key is to go with the flow, not against it. Every cause has its effect. Every effect has its cause. Everything happens according to law. Chance is but a name for law not recognized. There are many planes of causation, but nothing escapes the law. The principle of cause and effect teaches us that nothing happens by chance. Every effect has a cause, and every cause has an effect. Everything comes from something, and everything we see in our world is a result of a chain of causes and effects that can be traced back to the source. In Hinduism, this is known as the law of karma. Good intentions and actions contribute to good karma and lead to happier rebirths, while bad intentions and actions contribute to bad karma and result in unfavorable rebirths. This principle applies to all levels of existence: spiritual, mental, and physical. On the spiritual level, our thoughts and beliefs create our reality. On the mental level, our attitudes and emotions influence our actions. On the physical level, our actions produce our results. The principle of cause and effect teaches us that we can rise above being merely the effects of external forces to become creators of our own reality. It empowers us to take control of our lives. When aligned with the principles of mentalism and vibration, the principle of cause and effect enables us to master our moods, qualities, and power, transforming from victims of circumstances into creators of our own realities. This principle can be applied to practices such as taking responsibility for your actions and understanding that you create your own reality. By being mindful of your actions, you can begin to create the reality you desire. The principle of cause and effect also applies to your habits and outcomes. Your habits are the repeated actions that you perform every day, consciously or unconsciously. They are the causes of your outcomes, which are the results that you achieve or experience in your life. Gender is in everything. Everything has its masculine and feminine principles. Gender manifests on all planes. What comes to your mind when you hear the word gender? Do you think of biological sex, social roles, personal identity, or something else? Gender is a complex and often controversial topic in our society, but it is also a universal principle that applies to everyone and everything. The principle of gender states that everything has both masculine and feminine aspects or modalities. The masculine and feminine energies are two modes of expression that apply to our thoughts and behaviors, as well as our emotions and feelings. The masculine energy is characterized as active, penetrative, logical, rational, assertive, and actively directing inherent energy towards its counterpart, the feminine energy. It is associated with qualities like progress, conquest, and will. On the other hand, feminine energy is passive, receptive, intuitive, creative, emotional, and process-oriented. It conducts the work of generating new thoughts, concepts, ideas, and imagination, building upon the impressions received from the masculine. These energies are not opposites, but complementary. They are never static or separate, but always in motion and in relation. The interdependence of these energies is crucial. Without the feminine, the masculine would lack restraint, order, or reason, leading to chaos and unbridled action. Without the masculine, the feminine would remain in constant reflection, without taking action, resulting in stagnation and complacency. It is through the harmonious interplay of both energies that thoughtful action and the power of will combine with the creative force to bring ideas and visions into manifestation. In the field of psychology, Carl Jung emphasized the importance of integrating the anima, which represents the feminine aspect in a man's unconscious, and the animus, which represents the masculine aspect in a woman's unconscious. This process is known as the unification of the anima and animus, or the individuation process. By recognizing and accepting these unconscious aspects, one becomes more aware of their own inner world. Additionally, understanding your inner world enables a deeper comprehension of the outer world, aligning with the idea of as above, so below, as below, so above. To achieve balance, we must integrate logic and intuition, analysis and creativity, action and reflection, ambition and nurturing. The wise ones serve on the higher, but rule on the lower. They obey the laws coming from above them, but on their own plane, and those below them, they rule and give orders. And yet, in so doing, they form a part of the principle, instead of opposing it. The wise man falls in with the law, and by understanding its movements, He operates it instead of being its blind slave. Just as does the skilled swimmer turn this way and that way, going and coming as he will. Instead of being as the log, which is carried here and there, so is the wise man as compared to the ordinary man, and yet both swimmer and log. Wise man and fool are subject to law. He who understands this is well on the road to mastery.